Good morning, class 9 students. I am your mathematics teacher, and this is the 7th part for lesson 1, number system. This is going to be the last part of the chapter. In this part, we are going to study about the laws of exponents on the real number. We have seen what are the real numbers, the numbers that can be expressed on the number line. We have also studied about the types of real numbers, that is rational and irrational. The rational numbers are numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q, whereas irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-repeating numbers. Then we have seen the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division operations for the rational, irrational numbers. Also, we have seen the identities of rational, irrational numbers. And in the last video, we have seen the rationalizing the denominator of the real numbers. Now it's the time to study about the laws of exponents and to apply the laws of exponents that we have already studied. The laws of exponents we're going to apply on the real numbers or the rational as well as irrational numbers. So let's see first of all what are the exponents, or let's revise what are exponents. Exponents are the numbers which tell us how many times we have to multiply the same number. For an example, this 6 raised to the power 3. So you already know that exponent is index or power. These three names are for the single thing or the same concept. Okay, that is exponent. If 6 is raised to the power of 3, this 3 represents over here the exponent. So exponent is written in small letters and in the top right hand side of any other number. And this other number is the base. Okay. So this is the whole system of exponents. So if this number is 3, the right hand side top number or the exponent power for the base is 3, then we have to multiply the base as many times as written over here. So here it is written 3 times. So we are multiplying this 6 3 times to itself. Okay. This is what is mean as exponent. Exponent is the number that is raised on the top of the other number, which is called as the base, and the base is to be multiplied as many times as the number says or as the exponent says. Okay, so the exponent of the number says how many times to use that number in the multiplication. It is written as a small number to the right and above the base number. The other names for exponent are index or power. So the exponents you have already studied. Okay, so let's see some of the laws of exponents on the real numbers now. So the first law says if there is a radical sign over any number, this A represents any kind of number inside the radical sign. So if there is a radical sign, you can remove this radical sign and put 1 by 2, that is the fraction half over the top at the place of the exponent over here. So this radical you can remove and you can put a fraction 1 by 2 over this a or any other number. For an example, see this radical sign and under root of 4. We say this as under root 4. So this radical sign you can remove and you can put the fraction 1 by 2 on the top. Now again you know that 4 is a perfect square. So 2 raised to the power 2 is nothing but 4 only. Now these 2 and 1 by 2, these are in multiplication on the top. So these can get cancelled because 2 is in the denominator. So this 2 cancels with this 2. Only the base remains over here, that is 2 now. Okay. Now the second one says radical sign means this is the cube root. Okay, there is 3 written over here, that means it is the cube root. It was a square root, there is no need to write 2 over here. It represents the radical sign itself represents 1 by 2 or the square root. And this cube root, this is the cube root when 3 is written outside the radical sign. Okay, any number can be written outside the radical sign. Only thing is you have to remove that number and you have to put it in fraction. Okay, on the other hand side, like it is done over here and here also. Okay, any number, if suppose it was 4, 5, 6, you have to just remove that number and you have to put it in the fractional form over the number. So if the number is 27 or 2, so in this case in the cube root there is 27, so you can remove this cube root and you can put 1 by 3 over here. Now you know that 27 is the cube of 3, so we can replace this 27 with this 3 raised to the power 3. Now again this 3 and 1 by 3 are in multiplication, can get cancelled, so 3 will remain outside. As a base is our answer. Okay, here n under root, so you can remove this and you can just put 1 by n. So see over here this example under root 2, so you can write it as this in the fraction. You can remove this n and this radical sign and you can put it into the fraction of the base. See the other law, this is the law of multiplication. When two base are same and the exponents are different and both of these base are in multiplication, you have to just add the exponents, because see over here the bases are in multiplication and the base has to be same. For an example over here, 2 and 2, there the base is same, they are in multiplication and they have the exponents which is different, 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. So you can just add the exponents. And so here the denominator is same, 2 plus 1 it will be 3 by 5. Now same is the division. So if the two base are in division with each other and the base is same but the exponents are different, so in that case you have to subtract the exponents. You have to keep the base same but you have to subtract the exponents. For an example, this 5 raised to the power 1 by 2 is in division with 5 raised to the power 3 by 2. You can see the base 5 is same over here. Okay, so you can subtract and these two are in division, so you have to subtract the exponents. So this is 1 minus 3 because the denominator is same, so this becomes minus 2 by 2 which can get cancelled, so 5 raised to the power minus 1. So you know that 5 raised to the power minus 1 is nothing but the reciprocal. This minus 1 means just to take the reciprocal of the number or the base. Then if the base is written a raised to the power p and outside again there is an exponent, so there are two different exponents inside and outside, inner index and outer index. So in that case you have to multiply both the index, like we have done over here also. We have multiplied them and we have cancelled it. And this 2 was in multiplication with 1 by 2. So here if 5 raised to the power half and this 2 by 3 is outside, so this is the inner index and this 2 by 3 becomes the outer index. Then you can multiply both the index or exponents. This 2 can get cancelled and you will get 5 1 by 3. So you know that this becomes the cube root. These are equal. So this 3 you can put back to the irrational number root 5. Then see a and b, the base here is different but the exponents are same. This p is in the exponent. Then you can multiply both the base. See over here 5 raised to the power 1 by 2 and 7 raised to the power 1 by 2. So you can see the exponents are same and they are in multiplication, means the base are in multiplication. So you can just take the exponent in common outside. You have to multiply these two. 7 5s becomes 35 raised to the power 1 by 2, and you know that it becomes a square root, or 1 by 2 it is equal. Correct? Now let's see some more laws of exponents. That is, a raised to the power 0 is 1. So anything, any number, rational, irrational, if the power is 0 or the exponent is 0, the value is equal to 1. Then if a raised to the power 1 by n, you know that 1 minus 1 is 1 by, is the reciprocal. See, if the minus sign is there, if minus 1 is there, you have to take the reciprocal. Okay. So if 1 by n or the fraction is there, you can just remove that fraction and you can put a minus sign over here. Like your 2 raised to the power 1 by 3, you can write it as minus 3. Just you have to take the reciprocal of this and you have to put a minus sign. Okay, now see this. This radical sign is there and two powers are there, one outside the bracket and one on this radical. Okay, so you can remove this radical sign, this outer one will remain there and this n will go into the division with the exponent. See the example, cube root of 7 raised to the power 5. So this 3 goes in division. You already know that you have to remove this cube root. You have to take this 3 into the division only, and this 5 will remain here only. It will not go anywhere. This 3 will go in the denominator. Okay. So these are the laws. I hope you have understood all the laws. You have to remember all the laws. You can go back and again revise the laws of the exponents on real numbers. Based on that, you will be given some of the questions like to find the value of 64 raised to the power 1 by 2. Now 64 you know is the square, is a perfect square of 8. So you can write it as 8 raised to the power 2. Now these two are in multiplication. You know that the inner bracket and outer bracket, these two are in the multiplication. So you can just cancel this and you can write it as 8. The answer would be 8 for this. Then is this question, simplify 13 raised to the power 3 by 4, and this dot is multiplication 17 raised to the power 3 by 4. So you can see that the base are different. The base is 13 and 17, but the exponents are same, that is 3 by 4. So here this laws is applied where the base are different but the exponents are same, that is 1 by n over here, 1 by n also on the other base. So just you have to multiply both the base and keep the exponents same. So let's take this question. Okay, apply the same law, that is multiply 13 and 17 which are in the base and take 3 by 4 outside as a common exponent, and 13 into 17 is 221 and 3 by 4 will remain here. Okay, this is the solution for this. So this is exercise 1.6 questions. This would be the last exercise for this chapter. Please solve this exercise questions in your maths notebook, old maths notebook, or in the general notebook. Thank you. We'll start with the new chapter, that is coordinate geometry, in the next video. Thank you.